Welcome to Reinventing Broadcast, where AI meets content. Hosted by Ben Anchor. Let's dive in.
Welcome back. This is episode 12. What an incredible milestone. Today, we're diving deep into my recent adventures at London's AI Summit, the grand finale of my Berkeley Executive Education AI course, and what this all means for the future of broadcast media. As always, I'm joined by my AI co-host, Hayley, who brings her unique perspective to our conversations about AI's impact on media and content. Hayley, we've reached episode 12. How does it feel to be chronicling this transformation in broadcast media together?
Ben, it's been absolutely fascinating. Episode 12 represents more than just another show. We've been documenting this incredible intersection of AI and broadcast media in real time. Your journey from exploring theoretical concepts to experiencing cutting-edge implementations at the AI Summit perfectly encapsulates what's happening across our industry right now. The energy you're bringing from that experience is exactly what our media professional listeners need to hear.
You're absolutely right, Hayley. And for our listeners in broadcast media, content creation, and digital transformation, this episode is packed with insights that could reshape how you think about AI's role in our industry. Let me paint the picture. There I was, wrapping up months of intensive AI education through Berkeley's executive program, my head buzzing with concepts about neural networks, ethical AI deployment, and business transformation strategies. Then suddenly, June 11th and 12th arrive, and London becomes the epicenter of AI innovation with this massive summit at Tobacco Dock.
Tobacco Dock, what a perfect metaphor for where we are in broadcast media right now. A historic Victorian wharf, representing our industry's rich traditional foundation, suddenly transformed into this hub of revolutionary technology. It's exactly what's happening in broadcasting. We're taking our decades of content expertise and storytelling mastery, and we're enhancing it with cutting-edge AI capabilities.
That's brilliant, Hayley. And the timing couldn't have been more strategic for someone working in broadcast consulting. I'd connected with a fellow course participant the week before to discuss our final projects and share perspectives on AI applications in media. When I mentioned the summit, we decided to meet there, and honestly, having someone with that shared learning context made the experience even richer.
Collaboration is so crucial in our industry transformation, isn't it, Ben? What struck you first when you walked into that environment?
The scale was staggering, Hayley. I opted for the basic tier pass at £150, and I was genuinely surprised by the access it provided. Multiple conference halls, extensive expo areas, dedicated demonstration spaces. For broadcast professionals wondering about ROI on AI investments, this was a masterclass in value delivery. And you should have seen the entrance. It was like a pilgrimage site for AI innovators, with everyone capturing their LinkedIn moments in front of the main signage.
The modern media professionals' equivalent of a broadcast industry conference, red carpet. But once you got past the social media moment, what were the real game changers for broadcast applications?
The main stage presentations were immediately relevant to our industry. IBM and Lloyds Bank were demonstrating live agentic AI workflows, not prototypes or future concepts, but operational systems making real business decisions. For broadcast media, this translates directly to content scheduling, audience targeting, and automated workflow management that we've been discussing throughout this series.
That's exactly the kind of practical implementation our listeners need to understand. These aren't distant possibilities. They're current realities that forward-thinking broadcast organizations need to evaluate now. What did you learn about their multi-agent approaches?
The IBM multi-agent demonstration was particularly relevant for broadcast operations. Imagine different AI agents handling specific aspects of content management, one optimizing scheduling based on audience analytics, another managing rights and compliance, a third handling real-time content adaptation for different platforms. Each agent brings specialized expertise, but they collaborate seamlessly to solve complex broadcast challenges.
That's the future of broadcast operations right there, Ben. Instead of traditional linear workflows, we're looking at dynamic intelligent systems that can adapt in real time. Did the Google and HP demonstrations offer similar insights for our industry?
Absolutely. Google's approach particularly resonated with content creators and distributors. They're not just processing data, they're understanding context, predicting audience behavior, and enabling personalized content experiences at scale. HP was showcasing infrastructure solutions that make these AI implementations feasible for broadcast organizations of all sizes.
Infrastructure is such a critical consideration for broadcast media companies evaluating AI adoption. Speaking of innovation at different scales, tell me about the Startup Village. That sounds like it was particularly relevant for emerging broadcast technologies.
The Startup Village was absolutely electric. 20 to 30 startups, each tackling different aspects of challenges. I saw demonstrations of mostly AI-powered agentic workflows. For broadcast consultants like myself, it was like seeing the next 5 years of industry innovation compressed into a single space.
That startup energy represents the entrepreneurial spirit that's driving so much innovation right now. These aren't just technical solutions, they're addressing real pain points that perhaps media professionals face daily.
Yes, and the networking event after the first day reinforced something crucial for our industry. AI transformation isn't just about technology, it's about relationships and collaboration. The conversations I had with other media professionals, technology providers, and industry innovators were as valuable as any technical demonstration.
I have to ask about those AI enhanced photos. The racing driver and Silicon Valley hoodie poses. From a broadcast perspective, that's actually a perfect example of personalized content creation in real time, isn't it?
You're absolutely right, Haley. While it seemed like entertainment, it was actually a sophisticated demonstration of AI-powered content personalization. For broadcast media, AI systems that can create customized content experiences, personalized promotional materials, and targeted audience interactions at scale.
But not everything you heard was quite so optimistic. You mentioned some serious predictions about autonomous companies and concerns from the creative sector. How do these relate to broadcast media's future?
That's S&P 500 prediction about fully AI autonomous companies within 18 months was genuinely striking. For broadcast media, it raises fundamental questions about operational models. Could we see AI-managed content networks, fully automated news production, AI-driven programming decisions? It's not science fiction anymore. It's strategic planning territory.
And the creative sector concerns must have resonated strongly with broadcast professionals who work in content creation daily.
The creative session discussion about job displacement was sobering, H. Haley. An actor painted a stark picture of potential losses in creative roles, and it highlighted something we've discussed throughout this series: the importance of thoughtful AI integration that enhances rather than replaces human creativity.
Which brings us perfectly to your Capstone project. How did you channel all this summit inspiration into something practical for broadcast media?
After all that inspiration, I focused my Capstone project on something directly relevant to our industry: AI-enhanced scheduling within broadcast media. I worked solo on this, using the writing process to clarify my thinking, then leveraged Claude for copy refinement and Gamma for creating professional visuals. The core concept was optimizing broadcast scheduling workflows, using AI systems that can process external signals like social media trends, breaking news, and real-time audience behavior.
That's such a practical application, Ben. Broadcast scheduling is incredibly complex, balancing audience preferences, advertiser requirements, content availability, regulatory compliance, and dozens of other variables. AI could fundamentally transform how that's managed.
The potential is enormous. Traditional scheduling relies on historical data and human intuition. AI systems can process real-time data streams, predict audience behavior, optimize ad placement dynamically, adjust programming based on breaking news or social trends, and even create personalized viewing recommendations. It's the perfect intersection of broadcast expertise and AI capability.
And it connects beautifully to the strategic framework from your course, the real win worth it analysis. Broadcast scheduling is definitely a real problem with significant operational impact. Can media companies win with their unique content and audience data? Absolutely. Is the investment worthwhile, given the potential efficiency gains and audience engagement improvements? The ROI case seems compelling.
You've been paying attention to our strategic discussions. The reality is that broadcast scheduling inefficiencies cost the industry millions in lost opportunities and suboptimal audience engagement. AI systems can process data volumes and variable complexity that human schedulers simply cannot match.
What made wrapping up the course bittersweet for you? I sense there was real emotional connection to the learning community you'd built.
You know, after months of intensive learning with instructors like Abhishek and Bruce, and participating in James Gray's technical deep dive sessions, saying goodbye felt like leaving a community that had fundamentally changed how I think about broadcast media's future. These weren't just educational sessions, they were transformational experiences that will shape how I approach consulting and strategy in our industry.
That's the mark of truly impactful professional development, isn't it? When it fundamentally shifts your perspective on your industry and your role within it.
Absolutely. And I'm meeting with my London course mate again next week because we discovered overlapping ideas about AI applications. Who knows, this could be the beginning of new collaborations or ventures that push broadcast media innovation forward.
That's exciting. It sounds like the summit and course haven't just given you knowledge, they've created a network and potential partnerships that could drive real industry innovation.
What strikes me most is that AI in broadcast media isn't some distant future concept anymore. It's here, it's operational, and it's already transforming how content is created, distributed, and consumed. But success isn't just about adopting technology. It's about thoughtful integration that enhances human creativity and serves audience needs better.
That perfectly captures what we've been exploring throughout this series, Ben. Whether it's content creation, audience engagement, operational efficiency, or new revenue models, the most successful AI implementations in broadcast media keep human creativity and audience value at the center.
Exactly. And that's the key message for our listeners in broadcast media. Embrace the technological possibilities, but remember that our industry's strength has always been understanding audiences and creating compelling content. AI amplifies those capabilities rather than replacing them.
So, what's next for you, and what should our broadcast media listeners be watching for?
The immediate next step is exploring potential collaborations with fellow AI-educated media professionals. But more broadly, I'm looking at broadcast consulting opportunities with fresh eyes, helping media organizations navigate AI integration strategically, not just technologically.
And for our listeners,
Keep experimenting, keep learning, and remember that AI adoption in broadcast media is a journey, not a destination. Start with pilot projects, measure results, and scale what works. The future of broadcast media is being written right now, and every organization has the opportunity to be part of that story.
perfect advice for wrapping up episode 12. To our broadcast media listeners, thank you for joining us on this incredible journey exploring AI's impact on our industry. The transformation is accelerating, the opportunities are expanding, and the future is incredibly bright.
Thanks for tuning in to Broadcast Media, the inside track, and this has been episode 12. Keep an eye out for more episodes coming. Keep innovating, keep creating, and remember, the future of broadcast media is in your hands. Visit ancast.tv for more insights and resources.
Thanks for listening to Reinventing Broadcast. Subscribe for more on AI content and the future of media. And visit ancast.tv for more info on Ben himself, the resources, other content, and news.